They are taking medicine, is it?
Taking medicine?
Yeah.
I guess so. Not sure exactly.
Usually they prescribe medicine to them to relax a little bit, to make them quiet, to remove the hyperactivity. Yeah. So Nima just gave only one recommendation, not to address this as a problem, to take it more in a natural way, that also this mental phenomenon is also natural. We shouldn't be expecting that everything is always good and smooth, that some disorders are also natural. So not to create a problem over a problem. This was her advice, to take it more naturally. But she couldn't recommend anything, how to help to deal with those people. How to help to those people and how to deal with them.
She wants to help them to overcome the disease. Even completely cure. How to, in Buddhist way, if there is a solution. What is it? She wants to.
In Russia?
It was in Russia.
Yeah, Russia.
She visited Russia in May, June.
It was in Zoom meeting.
So she wants me to listen to the answer and translate into Russian so that people can understand better, because they don't understand English, right?
Yeah. At that time, the one group of women about Buddhism, Buddhist community, yeah, woman community, and they
Female community?
yeah, female community, yeah. They ask Q&A. We have a Q&A time. That time, usually the Russian Sinin, she run the program, but she invited me that time. So people ask me.
So you were teaching some Dhamma? And
Not
then
really
people
teaching, just asking. Q&A.
only just answering questions.
That they ask about practice, meditation, and then the monastic life.
And this was one of the questions where you found yourself difficult to answer.
Yeah. So still I have the memory, so still I want to help to help.
No one is complete. Nothing is complete. Only when we know like this more and more clearly, deeply, we can accept incompleteness of everyone and everything. In this way, we will In this way, we can detach from everyone and everything. Of the society. If only when we can detach from the society means human beings, animals, and also everything which are using by the human beings. In this way, we can do good deeds like this by ourselves. You already know about the Bhava Center for many years. We are doing the same. We don't need to follow the human beings. We can only follow the Dhamma. This is Dhamma Center, Dhamma or meditation center. So Dhamma is complete. In this way, we will do good deeds in our, especially in our own meditation center. We will go to the people only for Amsra and for teaching meditation. Most of the time, we can stay in our own meditation center, and then we will do good deeds like this. This is the best solution or answer for every problems or disease of the society. Only by teaching is not complete. Only by explanation to detach from their disease is right, but difficult to detach by themselves. That's why I open more and more meditation center and allow everyone to stay and do good deeds together with us. In this way, they will be able to detach from the society by staying and doing good deeds in meditation center like this. Problems is not only the patient, not only medical treatment, but also meditator, and most of the meditator and meditation center are not complete. That's why I have to teach like this for over many years continuously. Only if I can teach to them, they are difficult to practice in the other meditation center or at home by themselves. Therefore, to solve the problems of the meditator and meditation center, I have to create the power center like this. In the power center, you know, we are solving the problems of old age, sickness, mental patient, animals, and also for all kinds of meditator. The good points of the power center is we can detach from the society. We can survive by ourselves. We create our own goodwill village. So in COVID-19, we are not allowed to go Armstrong at that time. We go Armstrong in Goodwill Village. So for 1 week, after that, we go to the downtown of Yangon again. So because of solving the problems of shelter of the homeless and helpless family, I already established Goodwill Village by donating the land for over 3,000 families. Because of helping them when we are in need of help because of COVID-19, they can help back for food. In this way, what I mean is we can survive by ourselves by doing good deeds like this. No one is complete, nothing is complete. Even the power center is not complete. I'm also not complete, but we can detach. We can detach from ourselves. We can detach from the society and from the power center. In this way, we can do good deeds continuously and seriously like this by ourselves. In this is the solution for everyone.
He can't do the meditation. So patient can't do meditation.
What I mean is, they can come and stay in the power center. Because
But you know, the problem is not regular. The problem is that the person is not fitting into the society. And because I understand that if the person is not fitting into the society, the person cannot expect to get normal by the norms of the society. So for the problem which is not normal, the solution will be also out of the norm. So it cannot be cured just by advice. He needs to change life, change the environment.
Right.
So first of all, need to understand that his problem is something which makes the person incomplete. But being incomplete is normal, actually, because nothing is complete. So need to understand not me, not mine, not I am incomplete, not I am not fitting into the society. Everything is incomplete. Life is incomplete. Life is not perfect. Life is dukkha. So, and this is why if we understand that it is incomplete, we can detach. Because why shall we attach to something which is incomplete? We cannot detach to what is incomplete. And then when you detach, you can be free to live as incomplete. But you cannot live incomplete in the society, because society wants you complete. But in Tabarwa, you can live as incomplete. You will be accepted. So, as Sayadaw says, we are solving many problems. I was thinking at that moment, he is not sitting and solving problems. He is just letting things happen as they are, and things get solved. Because they are accepted naturally. And then because there are many incomplete things and many problems, this way or another, naturally, things get together or don't get together and continue just like this. But this is natural.
We can accept death of the people also. That's why within
Good end or bad
70
end,
years, yes, over 6,000 people already died in the power center.
welcome to Zion.
Yeah, we can accept it. That's why that is easy. Not to be fearful. Everyone can die easily.
Very good invitation.
Yeah. That is.
We will solve your
The
problem.
power center is not complete, yes, but we can detach. We can accept whatever OA, sickness, and alone, poverty, mental patient. Even if we cannot cure to be better, we can accept it. It's okay. That is the way I'm teaching to everyone. Just accept it. It's okay.
This is what you recommended, not to make a problem out of it. But then the people cannot accept it, living without a problem. No, this is a problem, this shouldn't be like this, right? And then if you recommend don't make a problem of it, they don't know how to continue living with something which is a problem as not a problem. But in Tabarwa, everything is possible. So then this is not a problem.
That's why I cannot teach in the society, because the society
Doesn't go
attached
together.
to be not to die, not to be sick. They cannot accept what is bad. But in the power center, we can accept that is the difference. That's why we are peaceful for everything, good or bad.
I can recommend reading to Tabawa Center.
Yes, if they understand, they can create. In the future, they will create the power center in Russia also. Not much difficult.
Clients already.
Yes. In this way, the power center is spreading around the world. If they cannot do by themselves, we can go and do.
We just need a place to stay. Maybe this is an idea. ideal solution, like solution to the solution, but the intermediate solution is just, don't take it as a problem, don't try to change it, to influence it, live with it. And the psychologist should detach, and the patient should detach. Detach from trying to fix it. Everybody should detach and accept it as because if we can't do it in the society, then solution to this, the amazing experience in the Varva. Come and say something in English, he can just go and do other things because they speak his language and they come in the middle of the terror and something else can happen.
ရပါတယ်ဒီပြမှာအဲ့လေရရပါ
မထွက်တစ်ခုတော့ရှိသေးတယ်
ဒီမထနှစ်ခုထပ်လိုက်လေရအထဲမှာအိတ်ချင်လဲနှစ်ခုထပ်လိုက်လေရအထဲမှာကျတော့သူတို့ ACH အိတ်ချင်အဲ့လိုရ
People around those to know to deal with people that they now I don't see the people spend only 1 day. Did you have to deal with them? What I can't say. And I was thinking about Four Noble Truths recently, and I was thinking why this is the core, the essence of the teaching, the Four Noble Truths, and not, for example, the Anicca and Anatta. Why Anicca and Anatta are not the essence of the teaching? Because this is what makes us actually misinterpret everything and take as real as something because we don't know Anicca and Anatta. So why we don't concentrate Buddhist teaching is not concentrated on Anicca and Anatta, and it is concentrated on dukkha and the cessation of dukkha and the reasons for dukkha. Yeah, Four Noble Truths.
Why they put Four Noble Truths in the center and
Not here, in general.
yeah.
This was what Buddha first taught. Why he chose to teach this as the most important teaching of Buddhism, as actually what we practice in all methods to understand Anicca and Anatta. If we understand Anicca and Anatta, we don't have to. This is like more. This is more practical, kind of.
This is Gyuna from San Fran. She did it. She liked it.
Yes, I like it too. I would like to study this more. But I mean, not relating to this. This just reminded me that I was having this idea on my mind. That I was thinking, this is more theoretical, Four Noble Truths. So why this is the central teaching in Buddhism? And we say that enlightenment, I heard something like this, that enlightenment is the realization of the Four Noble Truths, right? And I feel like in my practice that maybe enlightenment is the realization of Anicca and Anatta. Because this is when you start seeing things as they are. When you experience Anicca and Anatta. Why realization of Four Noble Truths is enlightenment? This is a big question. I don't know, maybe literal, maybe also theoretical question.
But Anatta is not easy to understand, to teach. That's why not much teaching about Anatta, non-self.
But yes, it is not easy because life is not easy and existence is not easy, so the answer cannot be easy. why shall we choose something which is easier but then less practical? I mean,
You
We
think
cannot- we cannot-
to understand the Four Noble Truths is easy?
like yes,
I don't think so, you know.
what? It feels like Four Noble Truths we need to understand, but Anicca and Anatta we need really to experience. This is why it feels like more important to me. So maybe because I'm not understanding Noble Truths correctly, I'm devaluating them. I don't know, maybe this is a question that Buddha says not to ask such questions.
ဒီကောင်အဲ့ခိုင်ဖြုတ်လိုက်တော့ဒါဆွတ်တယ်ပူပေါင်းဆွတ်လိုက်
So Anicca is difficult to,
မဟုတ်
as Sadhu mentioned, difficult to teach you. You don't have the true experience.
Yes.
So that's why not easy to starting from.
That if you start from starting point, but enlightenment is the realization of Four Noble Truths. So enlightenment is not the starting point, this is the final point. This is what is surprising to me. Know that there is the definition about enlightenment. In Buddhist literature, we learn that enlightenment is the realization of the Four Noble Truths. Realization and understanding is like the deep understanding realization. But as I understand Four Noble Truths, this is more about belief that there is cessation, that there is reason, that there is method.
If we really understand
I mean, they become equal, they become the same.
including each other.
Can't get them together. Yeah, but you just assume. Yeah. Yes. So you need to know Anicca and Anatta. Yes, because of taking as real. So you need to know Anicca and Anatta, and it will be the answer to the Four Noble Truths. This is why I say that Anicca and Anatta should be the core, the heart. Then it will answer also the Four Noble Truths. But if we know Four Noble Truths, do we specifically understand Anicca and Anatta? But realization of Four Noble Truths is recognizing suffering, recognizing that there is a cause for suffering, recognizing that there is the way out of it, and accepting that there is a method. So it's not about Anicca and Anatta. So you mean it is a part of the method? Method is the Eightfold Path. If you know Anicca and Anatta, you know Anicca and Anatta. Not vice versa. If you know know there is suffering, do you know Anichandana? If you know there is a cause for suffering, do you know Anichandana?
အဲ့ဒီနောက်မှာဂရင်ခင်းလိုက်ရရတယ်ခုံနေရှေ့တိုးလိုက်အဲ့လိုရခုံကရှေ့ကာတာ
တရားလေးပါထိုင်ပြီးတော့နောက်ပြီးတော့နောက်ဆက်ဖြစ်တယ်
မဖြစ်ပါဘူးရ in Four Noble Truth samudaya sakka is the cause of dukkha sakka. Dukkha means in Pali, in English can translate as suffering. Mega sakka is the cause of nirodha sakka. Mega is the bed, nirodha is cessation. So dukkha sakka is the appearing and disappearing process, nature. Dukkha sakka or suffering mean just suffering, no sukha. Dukkha means just absolute suffering, absolute bad suffering, no good suffering. That suffering is caused by, that dukkha is caused by samudaya or attachment. Because of attachment on the sound, on the scene, attachment on the scene of the man, woman, and also scene of the sky, ocean, tree, forest. All these things, attachment, all these things are caused by attachment. All the sound of the nature, the sound of a man, a woman, all are animals. All the sounds are also caused by attachment. So all the smell, good or bad, are also caused by smell of the flower or fire. All these are created by attachment. All the tastes are also created by attachment. All the touchness between living beings are also caused by attachment. All the knowing about universe, knowing about medicine, science, all are created by attachment. So that attachment, in fact, all the scene, all the sound, all the smell, all the taste, all the touchness, or all the things to know are just dukkha sakka, or absolute suffering, no sukha, no just suffering, just bad suffering only, no good suffering, which means dukkha sakka. Therefore, Maybe in Pali, different, dukkha. Anicca, dukkha, anatta. But dukkha is suffering. Dukkha is dukkha sakka also. Dukkha sakka. So dukkha is the truth of infinite living being and infinite universe. Just because just appearing and disappearing only. Not something, not someone. So therefore, suffering or dukkha is the truth we all should know. If we don't know, if we don't know the truth, which is suffering of the seeing, smell, sound, smell, touch, net or sensation and knowing, there will be no detachment. Only when we know the truth, there will be detachment. We all are beautiful when we are young. Now you also the same. Now you became more and more older, like an old woman. So that is the beauty is just temporary. But that all these young and old, beauty and uglies are not real. The real is just dukkha sakka, or absolute appearing and disappearing or suffering. So if we know like this, we can detach. In the Bhava Center, we can accept all kinds of disease, including COVID-19. We can accept everyone, rich or poor. We can accept even dead body. Some people die in the village, but they are difficult. In COVID pandemic time, when someone die at home, they are difficult. That's why we have to help them to accept even dead body in the Bhava Center. And then the Bhava Center is easy to send to the cemetery for cremation or burning. Like that.
So in Tabarca you have a lot of examples of
Yes, we can accept it, and we can see from the side of just dukkha sakka, or just suffering only. So not much different between life and death.
So the more we see, the more we can get disenchanted. Disenchanted, disillusioned. The more examples of dukkha we see, the more we get disillusioned, and when we get disillusioned, we detach. Yes?
Yes, because when I stay in the society, if someone die in that township or works or quarter, we are afraid of. If someone die, another one will die, and another one will die. If there are 3 or 4 people within 1 month, we are afraid of, because people in the society used to afraid of death. Because if more and more people are dying, they may worry, they may die also. But in the Bhava Center, that is nature. Dying is nature. And nearly every day, 1 or 2 people are dying. So we are, but we can accept it. Because we can detach. We can accept this because we can detach it. If we attach, we cannot accept like this.
So there's nothing really to reject or fear about death.
Yes, no need. No need to.
Only that you haven't practiced, not enough. And you haven't realized.
So you're just afraid you didn't practice enough.
Yes, but in the Bhava Center, there are many old people, but most of them are not afraid of death. Because the power of detachment in the Bhava Center is very strong, but the power of attachment in the society is also very strong. That's why opposite. The Bhava Center is beside the society, but in the society, the mind is unstable, impure. Inside the Bhava Center, most of the mind are stable and pure. That's why everything is easy in the Bhava Center. To give birth a baby or to make operation, to do good deeds, to die, everything is easy. But in the society, very difficult. Everything is difficult. This is the power of detachment. Different. Attachment create everything to be difficult. Detachment create everything to be easy.
So first attachment creates everything, and then attachment to everything creates the difficulty about everything.
Yes.
Attachment over attachment. But you say bad suffering, bad dukkha, like absolute suffering. So without sukha, you said, right?
Yes, and no sukha.
Yeah. So as about sukha, does it exist at all?
No. In only nibbana. If there is no dukkha, there will be sukha. If there is dukkha, there will be no sukha. So we must choose only one. We cannot choose both.
So it's just someone or attachment that creates the experience of sukha.
Experience of nibbana, you mean? Because we say sukha is nibbana.
Ignorance and attachment are creator of
The idea
sukha.
of
Ignorance and attachment create all living beings, all non-living beings. But that's why people are happy in the playground, or they are happy in the restaurant by eating.
in the cinema, in making family.
They are happy by staying together.
But this is the
Not
good
real.
suffering.
Yeah.
This is good suffering. This is still suffering, but then this is kind
This
of
is
good suffering.
created by ignorance and attachment. In fact, no real happiness, no real love. Nothing is real in the society. Just creation. Like AI. AI can create everything. So
Like you said, the flower smell is created by attachment.
created by no. If you No flower, no smell, no beauty, just creation.
You know,
There's only the flower because there's someone to know.
No.
no, because you take many different moments and attach them together and hold it. You cannot see one by one. You see many compositions of different moments, and you don't recognize that sometimes there is seeing, sometimes there is hearing, sometimes there is feeling, sometimes like all changing different. You think that you see only seeing, and you make out of it something because you're attached to each of the scene, and then it becomes an object. And then you call it a flower, like because everybody calls it a flower. And then like this we create taste also. Because we don't separate just the happening through the door of mouth. We grasp it as whole, as real. We compact them together and then we have a taste.
Now we are using the mind of human being. Even the body and mind of human beings are not real. So, but if we don't understand, we will think everything is real. Everyone is real. This is the mind and body of human beings and animals are created by ignorance and attachment. So if we don't know about real creator, we will think ourselves as real. So we will think everyone as real. So only when we know the real creator, which is ignorance and attachment, nothing is real, no one is real.
But we cannot say that they are real creators, ignorance and attachment. This is also a way of explanation, because ignorance and attachment also are not real.
No. The truth is, Mega Saka is mindfulness and detachment. Mindfulness and detachment. So also another Samudaya Saka is ignorance and attachment. Ignorance and attachment is the original truth. What is real? Because we don't know Four Noble Truth, that's why we know living beings and non-living beings.
But if we say real, it means we say that it does exist, but it doesn't exist. Ignorance and attachment, they don't exist. So we cannot say that this is the ultimate truth.
No, we can say this is human society. Human beings are real. But student and teacher, adults and actress, these are political leaders and politicians. All these are created by human being. So the human being is more real. The other sport, music, art, education, everything are not different. So the original is human being, like that. The other are just creation. You may not be a student, but you are still remain as human being. So you may not be a wife, but you are still human being, like that. Because of getting married, you can be a wife, a husband, but human being is original truth. So also ignorance and attachment are original truth. human beings, animals are just created to create not the same level as human being.
Yes, exactly. Layer by layer.
Mm.
First, to understand, we should say that there are masks and roles, and there is a human being wearing those masks and roles. But those masks and roles, they're changing and they are not stable, and human being is permanent and stable. When we understand that, we peel another layer. We say that human being is not real. What is real is the ignorance and attachment which creates the human being.
Yes.
When we understand this layer, we peel off another layer. We say that ignorance and attachment are not real. They are created by, not they are created, but there is only impermanence. They are not different of any other impermanent phenomena. They are same, also changing, also impermanent, also coming and going. Then this is next layer to peel off. And then if we peel off this one, that everything is impermanent, then I don't know. Then maybe there is nothing more to peel.
Not everything. Impermanent nature is everything. This is different.
So this is why
Everything, everyone is impermanent, mean we are seeing from the side of someone. So if we are seeing, if we can detach from someone, if we can detach someone or something from the mind, we are nothing. We are just cause and effect of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. So nothing is everything. Nothing is real. So nothing is everything. Nothing is everyone. This is seen from the side of nothing, not someone. Non-self. Non-self. So we are able to see from the side of self. Now we should detach from self, and then we will be able to see from the side of non-self. That is, if we see from the side of non-self, no I, no you, no living beings, no non-living beings, just cause and effect of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. Because of creating, we attach to be living being. That's why we became living beings. Our own ignorance and attachment creates our life, ourself as living beings. Besides, we attach on human being. We attach on male, female. That's why our own ignorance and attachment create to be human beings, to be man, to be a woman. So it need to create like this. We need to create an educated person, and healthy person, and long life person, rich person. We need good merits. So that's why we have to do more and more good deeds to create ourselves as healthy and wealthy, long life, intelligent person.
But why? Why creating ourselves with good merits and with good results?
Now we are doing good deeds. That's why we are saving merits, good deeds all the time. That good deeds will fulfill our need. If we want to be healthy, we can be healthy. If we want to be safe, we can be safe. Now, the world is not safe. Everywhere, fighting, battle, war between each country. But if we want to be safe, because of the whole world is not safe, we can be safe because of our own merits, our good deeds.
But this is still dukkha.
Yes,
So why creating safety and good health?
because we need to teach, we need to help to the people who don't understand. We need to teach, we need to help. That's why we need to be long life, we need to be safe, we need to be good health.
Why do we need to help? To understand?
Because people need help. People are in trouble, but they cannot detach. That's why they need someone to help for them. They need one place, one organization for help. That's why we have to create the Power Center to help people. Not because of me, but because of the people in the society. They cannot survive by themselves.
People love dukkha, actually. Don't they?
Yes, yes.
Yes, people love dukkha. People love suffering. And then they say it's okay. If you point out to them that something is going wrong, they say, no, but it's okay. They will protect dukkha all around. They will find excuses. So they want suffering.
They don't know real dukkha. That's why. If they know, they don't want for sure.
So we know and we try to practice to get rid of dukkha, to get out of dukkha. But those who don't know, really exactly, they don't want to get out of dukkha. So maybe like it's not that I'm opposing you, but just trying to understand. So maybe they don't need help. Maybe what does it mean they cannot survive? They can survive in suffering. They can be just continuing living in suffering because they just accept suffering as not suffering.
You cannot say you are not representing to many people in the society. That's why your understanding is not complete. You said people don't need help, but in fact, some people need help. Some may not. Some don't need help. So because in the Power Center, I'm helping people not because of my desire, but because of their desire. They need help for food and for shelter and also for practicing meditation. They cannot practice by themselves. Therefore, they choose me. They choose the Power Center. In this way, I have been busy by teaching like this for over many years, and then because of the need of the people concerned with the Power Center, I have to open more and more the Power Center.
So yeah, actually to Tabarwa, people come when they feel that they need, that they are not finding solution, that they don't manage by themselves. Otherwise, happy people don't come to Tabarwa.
We cannot say for sure. Everything is changing. Everyone is changing. They may come.
They may come one day. Somebody happy may come to die.
Because if they are in travel,
Can you say that Tabarwa is a refuge?
refuge center, you mean?
Refuge. Just as we say that Triple Gem is a refuge,
Yes,
so we can say Tabarwa is a refuge.
yes, yes. That's right. The power became real refuge for many people.
Yes, in this sense, I would say that myself, I'm also a refugee. Because I'm not feeling complete in my life. So I'm seeking for a refuge. Yes. And Tabarwa is like, I would say, as if Buddha Dhamma Sangha outsourced to Tabarwa. You know what is outsource? To outsource? Delegate, like branch. So Tabarwa is like a branch of Triple Gem.
Yes, that's right.
Like a refuge, yeah. I'm a refugee. Actually, when we're speaking about this, now I understand. Yes. Refugee from life even. It's not only society that makes me in trouble or feel in trouble, it's my own mind already. My own realization of incompleteness of life that makes me want to escape from it. I can escape from the society. I cannot escape from my mind, from my realizations, from my observations, from my feelings. I cannot escape from this anywhere because it is not physical. So I'm escaping to the Triple Gem, but physically I can escape to Tabarwa and with Tabarwa. Because this is like a mediator. Tabarwa is like a mediator.
You can find
Yes. You know mediator?
Yes, yes.
Another center also same to Tallinn. Another Tabarwa center in Myanmar.
2 or 3 miles, you mean?
Tallinn has another more different kind of patient.
Yeah. Another 2 or 3 miles will be better than Tallinn. Bigger and better location and more complete. Factory, convenience store, Buddha garden, cemetery, our own cemetery.
Yeah, materially may better, but I mean, they accept all kind of patients or any kind of abnormal person also they accept all, like Tallinn.
Yes, we are.
Every Tabarwa center like that.
No. Not easy to do like Tallinn. Now, similar like Tallinn, we already started in Legu, over 400 acre land, but not in good location. That's why not much developing. Legu Center started in 2014, but not much developing. Now I can get many lessons from Legu Center, and then I started again in 2 or 3 miles beside highway in Nepido. In the end of 2000, it started the end of 2023. Now over 1 year old. So that is the new model of the power center. Much different, much good point
But concept,
compared with the power center Danlin.
yeah, so but the concept doesn't change. It doesn't
Concept
change.
not change,
Yeah, you accept
but
everyone and all.
more complete,
Yeah.
more discipline, more teamwork, better teamwork than Danlin.
Yeah, of course, because you are advancing. You have experience already. Now you can do more effectively.
More private building also. In Danlin, not much private building, public building. In 2 or 3 miles, many small building.
So,
So
they will serve
it-
what they will serve the private buildings.
They can get the land for free, or they can buy the land with cheap price. So many different, yeah.
Oh, I mean, private
For different layer of the people can stay in 2 or 3 miles. Like new city, like new town.
So it means in Tabawa Center, people can build house, their own house.
Yes. In 2 or 3 miles, we can extend the land bigger and bigger, more easy. In Danlin, not empty land. Danlin already developed, but Nepido developed only in one side, not in the other side. So we are making new power center in other side of Nepido.
How did you get the land for the Lakewood Center in not good location?
At the time, because of the Goodwill Village in Danlin, many people are asking me for land donation. That's why I have to choose nearby Yangon. But the land, most of the land are not in good location, cannot use legally at that time. Therefore, I can go a little far from highway, and that's why difficult to go there. We have to make our own road inside Lakewood Power Center, so it costs a lot. Besides, not much good underground water, not enough underground water. Therefore, cannot stay by many people. No government water at that place. So there are many difficulties, but in 2 or 3 miles, underground water is very good quality and also quantity, a lot of water resource. So easy to stay by for many people, family.
So it means when you were getting this land, you couldn't yet have enough experience to estimate all the factors that would be influencing the feeling of this place as the good place or bad place. You didn't yet have enough experience to examine everything, like the water factor, the road factor. You just got the land, started developing it, but you were not, understanding from the beginning what factors are important.
Yes, we can say only by practice make perfect. I have been practicing doing good deeds, making building, extending meditation center more and more. In this way, I can learn a lot and I can do better and better.
want to get back to ignorance and attachment creating everything. I understand that we cannot see ignorance and attachment because ignorance and attachment means lack of wisdom. When there is wisdom, there wouldn't be ignorance and attachment. When there is wisdom, there will be mindfulness and detachment. So we cannot be able to see ignorance and attachment because seeing is not possible at that moment. Seeing is only possible with wisdom. So we cannot follow them, we cannot spot them, we cannot see them, we cannot experience them, ignorance and attachment. We can only be engaged into the results of ignorance and attachment. But we cannot know directly the ignorance and attachment because we are not able to see. Faculty of seeing is not present because there is no wisdom at that time, right? But when there is wisdom, we can see mindfulness. Can we see detachment?
If we can detach from our eyes, our ears, our nose, our tongue, our body touchness, and our mind, we can know ignorance and attachment. If we are relying on ourselves or our body and mind, our eyes, our ears, our nose, tongue, and body, mind, we are difficult to know ignorance and attachment. Not to know our own ignorance and attachment, ignorance and attachment create the mind of living beings to pay attention only to six sense door and six object of the door. So in this way, we are difficult to know the real creator behind this six sense door. So if we can detach, we can understand.
Then we cannot see, we can only understand. Because at the moment of detachment, there is no more ignorance and attachment. So we cannot see them, we can only understand about them. Because they are in the past. So we can never see them, we can only understand about them. And would it be more correct to say that not when we detach from seeing, from feeling, from smelling, but when the detachment from feeling and smelling happens? Because we cannot detach, the detachment happens. I'm a bit trying to be more specific about putting it into words because I see difference actually in the words, that they give difference of understanding of two different things. So is it more correct to say that when ignorance, or no, sorry, is it more correct to say when detachment from seeing happens, when detachment from smelling happens, when detachment from sensation happens, then we can see and understand the ignorance and attachment as creator. So when it happens, not when we can detach from seeing. Do you feel the difference, or am I creating for myself this difference, saying that when I can detach from seeing and feeling and smelling, or when detachment happens? This is not me who is doing the detachment. I cannot influence it. It either happens or not. So when detachment happens, because in the experience of the mind, it just happens or not, the detachment. Like in my experience, I feel that I'm more observing the knowing of something, and then the detachment towards something, and then knowing that there is no seeing, knowing that there is no smell. So my role more is about seeing all this, but